Hello everybody, I hope you're doing great. In today's video we're going to talk about a big one, and that is the knowing doing gap. So this is the thing that holds people's development back massively, and that is that knowing what to do, having information, knowledge and understanding doesn't mean that we're going to do it. And it's the doing that creates results. So why is this important? Well, because tennis is a habit-based sport. We fall back onto the doing the things that we love to do, the muscle memory. And in order to create any kind of change, we have to do things that are different. So the reason that a lot of people lose tennis matches is not because of technical ability. I think it's because of poor decision making and poor shot choices. And this comes back to uh, habit-based decisions. So what controls habit? Habit's controlled by our subconscious program. 95% of our behavior is habitual. It's controlled through this subconscious program, and a large part of that program is made up of our identity. So in order to create progress, in order to improve, the thing that we really want to do is to start building new habits that are conductive and conducive to getting the results that we want. So if I think about this in terms of my own game, I know that I need to take the ball earlier, because like my game's about using my feet, being aggressive with my feet, taking away time from my opponent with my feet, getting closer to the ball. But the problem is, it's comfortable for me, it's normal for me to hang back and wait. And when I do that, it gives my opponent more time, and then my results reflect that. And I don't always get the results that I want. So, I know that I need to move towards the bounce. I know that I need to take bigger steps. I know that all of these things that I need to do as a player in order to become more efficient and more effective and move forward. But the problem is that when I'm under pressure, when I'm in a match, when I'm in a point, my behavior defaults to habitual patterns, and those patterns are to hang back, to wait, to let the ball drop, and the result of that is that I get a poor result, even though that I know that when I move forward and I take time, it produces a better outcome for me. So why does this happen? It happens because under pressure, like I say, we don't rise to our knowledge. We don't rise to the things that we know we should be doing. We fall to the level of our habits, of our systems. And we fall back to our conditioning, and we fall back to the identity that's driving all of these things in the background. So what's the solution here? Well, we have to start closing this gap between what we know and what we do. Taking on more information is not the answer to improving our game. Taking the information that we have, taking something that we know that we should be doing, and working on that and practicing with that and programming that into a new habit pattern, ingraining that into our identity as a player. For me, in the example that I've given you today, it's becoming a player who moves to the bounce, who takes the ball earlier, who becomes more aggressive with their feet rather than by swinging harder with their racket, by taking time away from their opponent. So the key really to our progress here is focusing on building habits, and we do that one habit at a time, and we do it through, first of all, identifying what the habit is that we want to build, and then through deliberate, mindful practice and consistent spaced repetition of building that muscle memory and building that habit into our game. And doing this one habit at a time, once it becomes programmed in, it becomes automatic, and then you do it without thinking. It automatically produces that result for you, and then you can move on to the next part of the programming of your game that you want to become automatic for you. So for me, the key message today is that information doesn't create results, execution creates results, and we can absolutely work on programming that in to our identity, to our habit patterns, and making that automatic. And that's why so much of my training now is focused on building new habits, making movement patterns habitual, making different patterns of play more habitual, making shot decisions and tactical decisions more habitual, and internalizing those into how I see myself as a tennis player and how I see myself as a competitor. So the takeaway really today is that performance isn't determined by what we know, it's determined by what we do.